Hello friends, in this video we will be doing a recording on Samba server. So what we are doing here is that we are creating two instances. So one of them is a EC2 instance and one of them is a Windows instance. So I've connected the two machines. The one of the machine is a Windows machine. So here it is, and I'm going to communicate with the Linux machine. So Windows and Linux are two different types of file system, and Samba protocol helps you to connect these two file systems. So very powerful file system. It connects cross-platform systems from Unix to other kind of platforms. Now, here is our Unix machine. So I'm going to clear it. So what I have done, I have logged into the machine. I have installed Samba Server. So to install the command, it is sudo yum install samba-y. So run this command and it will install the Samba Server onto your machine. So once I clicked it, it was already installed and it is done. So please install it. Second thing that you need to do is you need to ensure that in the security groups, which is here, we have got a file system and we have added the inbound rules which are on Samba protocol coming on port number 445, and I'm getting inputs from anywhere on internet. I'm not restricting it. Now once it is done, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set up the username. So the username we already have for this machine is ec2-user. So this is the by default username that we are using from AWS Linux machine. So how it works is you can run it on Ubuntu, you can run it on Azure. So this has got nothing to do with a cloud or anything. This is just a tool that helps you to connect various platforms from Unix to Windows. So to connect to this is our present working directory. So here it is, home/ec2-user. Now when we are going to use this file name, we are going to ensure that that this file is we also need a folder with the name of share, because this is the folder name that we will be sharing. So what I have done is that I have created a folder with the name, with the name share in this folder, and I have given it all the permissions of read, write, execute. So if I go to cd share and I just say touch file1, I'll just use sudo command so that it does not diffuse, and I create file2 and I create file3. So if I go ls, I have got 3 files in this share folder. So these files should now be visible to me in Windows machines. This is what my objective is. Now what I do is that I go there and I said sudo let me just have a command I forgot of Samba password. Set password for Samba set user password. The command is sudo smbpasswd. Okay, it's not a Ubuntu machine, so it is sudo smb password -a username. Okay, that's okay, that's enough for me. So if I go here and if I click here, Now I've shown you that I've created a shared folder. I have also shown you that I have created two machines which are Windows and Linux, and both are functional. I have also shown you that I have given permissions of 777 to the share folder. I have also shown you that we need to set up a password now. So I go to cd dot dot, and this is again my present working directory. Now I say sudo smb passwd, sudo smb passwd -a username. So command is -a and the username is ec2-user. This is the username, and here it is. It is asking new password, and I'm going to set up a new password. So the password is added now. Now I have to go to cd/etc/samba folder. So here it is. If you click here ls-l, there is a 3 files. One of them is Samba configuration. So I need to edit this configuration file. But before you edit this configuration file, keep a copy of the original file. So I'm just going to run the command sudo cp smb.conf to smb copy.conf. So I've created the folder. Now if I click on ls-l, see, I've got a copy of this folder. Now I go here and I say sudo vim, and I'm going to edit the Samba config. So cmb.conf. And I'm pressing I, and I go to the bottom of this file. Now here I have created a folder with the name of share. So I'm going to add that name of the folder, share, and I'm going to say that path for the folder is home, and it is ec2-user. So this is my folder. Under this I have got a share folder. So this is the path where I want that you should go and access this. And I don't want to restrict it to only reading, so I'm saying no, it is going to be not only read-only file, but it can be written or it can be deleted by secondary user. And also I'm going to type the user's ID, so valid users or valid users. It's actually user, not users, valid users. It's going to be ec2-user. That is the valid user. I say escape:_wq, save it, and best way to check is just run sudo test parameters, test parm. It is going to run the file, and you see your data is here, which is clear. Now I go back to cd tilde, which is my root folder. So if I look here, pwd, I've already made the changes. I have reset everything, and I've just made changes. Now I just need to restart my Samba server. So sudo service smb restart. So the new config file takes into action. Sorry, smb, typo error. Oh no, again. smb restart. It has started. Now I'm going to check the status. Here it is. It is active and running, and I press quit, and it is clear. So now if I run test parm, it will run. Here it is, it's working. So now I go back to my Windows machine, and all I need to say is go to this PC, click on map network drive, give any name of the drive, and the name of the server is, the Linux machine is on, this is the one, copy the IP address, this is the IP address, paste, oh sorry, what is the IP address? 192.168.1.107. okay, 192.168.1.107/share, and it is asking for the username because it has just communicated with the Samba configuration file. The username is cec2-user, and the password that I entered is p@ssw0rd1234. so this is my password. Yes, looks good. Okay, and see, I'm connected, so I'm seeing those files here. So if I want, I can create a new file or a new folder. So let it be a new folder. I create a new file and let it be a bitmap image. I create a new file, let it be a text document. I create a new file, let it be a RTF document. If I want, I can go back and edit this file in Notepad, and I say edited file 1 is edited now, and I click on file, click on save, and I save it as file. Close it. Now this file is saved. All these files are added. Now you go back to your Linux machine, clear the screen, go to share, ls-l. You will see everything that is there, and now you will also see that you have modified this file, file1 also here. So let me see if they see here it is file1.txt. If I say cat file1.txt, see here it is. File1 is edited now. Here it is. This is what we typed there. And these are the folders that we created. And you can see all these folders that are available here. If you want, you can modify this file again here. And I will show you last attempt, and I'll say sudo echo and line added to file1, and I'll just call it as file1.txt escape :wq. Oh, sorry. Here it is, ls-l. Now the file size is increased to 40. If I say cat file1.txt, here are the contents. See, line added to file1. If you go to Windows, and if you click on this machine, and if you click on this machine, file1.txt, line added to file1. See, it's automatically. So you are able to share the data between the two servers. Thank you for watching this video.